Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
I guess today we have an encore appearance by Ray Wolf. And Ray, welcome back.
Good to be here.
He's from Hope, Rhode Island, and he is the one that had the book about the mysterious village that went out of commission totally. Tell us about it again. Remind people who haven't heard about it.
Well, in 1915, the City of Providence decided that they needed more water and clean water. So the General Assembly passed a law creating the City of Providence Water Supply Board, gave them the power of eminent domain, to condemn 14,800 acres in the town of Scituate, which took out 5 villages. And my mom was born and brought up in one of the villages, and that's what got me going on this whole thing.
And let me get, they did not have a town council. They did not discuss this with anybody. It just did it.
Correct. There was no, it was a done deal. When it was announced, it was a done deal.
And nobody saw it coming?
There was a lot of talk about it, but, over the, actually over 4 or 5 years, but no one ever thought it would ever happen.
Okay, it's just one of those
They
things.
tried to get it passed 2 other times through the voters, and the voters kept downing it.
Well, yeah.
So the third time they went straight to the General Assembly and had them pass a law and created the Water Supply Board.
The General Assembly in Rhode Island?
Correct.
Not anywhere in Scituate. It was
No,
right
in General Assembly, Rhode Island.
What gave these people the authority to push this through if the townspeople didn't want it?
They're the General Assembly. They can push through anything they want.
Did anybody show? Did they know? Did the towns know that this was happening? Could anyone show up and say no or picket?
Not at that point. Nope. It was on the agenda, and it was a bill that they had, and they passed the bill, created the Water Supply Board, gave them the power of eminent domain, and said, "You're on your way."
Ray Wolf is a tour guide. He's an author, and also
Speaker.
a speaker. He has his own tour in Scituate. You can actually go down there, get on the bus. There's an article about him right here. Now, it's a tour bus, and it's in the March issue of the Horizons AAA magazine, and that's how my dad met Ray in AAA. They're both sales reps. And it shows Ray gives a 90-minute tour of the Scituate Reservation. Tours tell of villages lost and reservoirs creation. And Ray says it's amazing how many people I talk to don't know where there were villages under there. It sounds like a mystery writer. And what if you, that's the bus? Yep, that's the bus you have. And you have a story behind how you got that bus. Can you tell us again?
Well, I started off with a 12-passenger minibus they use at the senior center, and I filled it 3 times, and I had a lot of people that still wanted to go. And I went back to get it again, and they said, this is becoming a habit, And I said, forget it. So I went to the local bus company, and I said, how much? And they said, how much? And I said, whoa.
Yeah.
So, again, I filled it 3 times with 30 people per trip, and I've been doing it since 2011.
Now, how do you advertise it? Just in that area?
Through local historical societies, local papers, the Foster Home Journal, they always put an article in for me. I end up donating a portion of the money to local historical societies, and they just fill up. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter to fill them.
Why?
Well, I have to fill 120 people each day that I do it. If I don't, it's not going to pay for the bus and what have you. So, I only have so many contacts and so many papers to put it in. It's a small area around Scituate and that area. So I came up with the idea of contacting AAA, seeing I worked there for 28 years.
Yeah.
And submitted the idea to them, told them I'd give AAA members $3 off the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And it's worked out very well. I had a 10 o'clock, a 12 o'clock, and a 2 o'clock lined up for March 23rd, this coming Sunday. And because
April 19th, right? Is it 8th in the next
That's
one?
my next one.
That was it.
April 19th, yes, on a Saturday. They filled up so fast I had it on a 4 o'clock, and that has sold out too.
So it is doing well.
Oh, yeah.
Although it's hard to get it.
Well, I just need a bigger audience, is what I need.
Right. Now, what about all the local channels in Rhode Island? You could take a course this to any of them, as well as online. It's internationally online. But, I mean, getting out there, getting interviewed by the local people.
Never thought of that one.
You need to. Oh, my gosh.
This is interesting on this particular, from AAA.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of people from Narragansett, which is way down the other end of the state.
Sure.
Wakefield, Cumberland, Lincoln. I just had a lady call me this morning, and she said she wanted 4 tickets. And I said, oh, man, I don't have 4 on a bus, but maybe I can move things around. So I did. Canterbury, Connecticut.
Really?
Yes.
Now, how did they hear about you? From the AAA? No.
From her
version?
father had the AAA magazine.
But that's the Rhode Island one.
I guess he lives in Rhode Island. She lives in Canterbury.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And he's 88, and his wife is 89, and she thought it'd sound like a fun thing her and her husband want to go to.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I had somebody from Massachusetts up this way somewhere. I can't think of the town.
They may have seen this.
They may have.
That could have been that.
How
about being interviewed? It's like, you've got the Rhode Island newspaper. What's it? Providence Journal. Projo. The Providence Journal. It's the hardest part. What I have to do is figure out when I do it. I have to make sure I have to aim for the right person in the newspaper, and then you can get yourself in and interviewed. They'll even come to your home. I remember I used to do that myself years ago.
Really?
Well, I'm an artist too, and I wanted to promote myself. So I said, well, pick up the phone and I explained. They would come to the house, take pictures, and talk to me. How else are you going to get it out
do
there?
they still do that?
Well, that's what I do for other people.
Okay.
Most people, a lot of people they're too shy to do it. They don't know, well, I don't know what to do. I'm not good on the phone. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Well, I'm not shy.
No, I'll wrestle them to the ground. I'll find out who this person is. Even if the editor and I connect, then from the editor, who would you recommend?
Yeah.
See, I'm not afraid to talk with them. What's the worst they can say? No.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And you just keep moving. There's so many different publications. I bet the Boston Globe, I know this isn't Rhode Island, but the New England population for your tour. I mean, I can't see it as just being that focused down there, because now you're bringing them from Connecticut and all over the lot. Yeah, definitely. Now, show you
I gotta spread my wings.
Yeah. I don't want to see you go down with the bus.
No.
No.
Well, the April one is about a third full right now.
All right.
Yep.
And then after that, which is the next one?
October.
Okay. Oh, in the fall.
Yeah. Once the leaves are off the trees, you can see the foundations better. And I try to do it before the leaves come out and after the leaves go.
They left the foundations.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense. Why would they graze a house and leave the foundation?
Well, the foundation was stone, so it's nothing going to rot or anything.
And you said, and this is a really sad part, there were at least 2 suicides of people who knew they were going to have to leave.
7 recorded.
7? Were they all men?
I would say yes. They just couldn't comprehend how someone could come in and say, "We're taking your farm, you have to go," and they just couldn't comprehend that.
And this was for reasons of getting a dam in there.
Yep, to get a dam flooded. The dam actually holds back 41 billion gallons of water.
Ooh, now does that feeds how many towns?
Oh God, they keep adding towns on. Providence, Cranston, Warwick, Lincoln, Cumberland, East Providence, Barrington. They keep adding towns on, and I feel somewhere along the way they're going to add on too much. We're going to get a long dry spell, and we're going to be in trouble.
What year was it that they did this nasty thing?
1915 to 1925.
It took them 10 years.
Yep, 10 months to fill it. In 1926, they started letting the water go.
So did the water actually go over the land where people lived?
Oh, yes. Yes. The village of Kent, is right where the dam is built, is 87 feet underwater.
Oh, I know there's a Kent County Hospital. I know I was taken there years ago in an emergency when I was a kid.
Yep.
That's still there.
Yes.
That's not in Kent.
No, that's in Warwick.
Is that close to the area, though?
No.
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 Where is Scituate?
It's just in Kent County.
Way down. Where is Scituate? I mean, if you're picturing Rhode Island, where is it?
If you're picturing Rhode Island, it's west of Providence, right in the middle of the state. It's just about smack dab in the middle of the state.
Okay, so it's not on the coastline.
No. Totally inland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
From
the
Upton,
largest man-made lake in Rhode Island.
About just less than an hour, right?
Yes.
From here in Upton.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're watching from another town, you gauge it from where Upton is less than an hour.
And it's about 20 minutes out of Providence.
And you come up 146.
Yes.
Okay. We all know 146 around. It's
Yep.
like a main street. That's one I will go on. The high-speed highways, but I don't think you'll ever catch me on 290 or anything. I hate it. You're okay with it, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love traveling.
Oh, so did
I've
my
been
father.
across country 3 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where, Arizona or?
Well, the first time I took the northern route out, Mount Rushmore, Badlands, Black Hills, down through California, and then back up around through Grand Canyon, Petrified Forest, Painted Desert. And I've done that one twice. And then the third trip I did out through Zion and out through Colorado and the Middle States.
Did you take pictures?
Oh, yes.
But are you a photography person? Yeah.
I've taken some pretty good pictures.
Another talent unearthed here. Now, show us the book. This is a picture with your mother on the front.
This is my latest book. This is called The Lost Village of Rockland.
Yeah.
And that's my mom when she was 8 years old.
What year was that?
That was 1918. She was born in 1910.
Okay.
She's standing in the front yard on the rock, and it's kind of hilarious because the first tour that I did with the small bus,
Yeah.
they opened the gate and they allowed me to take the people up to my mom's farm.
Ooh.
Her farm didn't get flooded because it was up on a hill,
Yeah.
but it was in the watershed area, so they took it anyways. And everybody wanted their picture taken on the rock.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one particular guy there, he said, Ray, have you got your picture on the rock? And I said, as many times as I've been up here with my daughter and taken pictures of her and what have you, no, you get on the rock. So I got on the rock, he took my picture.
Finally.
When I came back on the 4 o'clock tour,
Yeah.
there's Billy in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, he must have forgot something on the bus and he come back to get it, right? He went home, printed up 2 8x10 photos, and presented them to me.
Oh, I mean, isn't that
I
great?
said, that was awesome. I thought, yeah.
It was about time somebody helped you.
But
This book is, one thing about Ray was he does a book on this horribleness, I think, that happened to Situate. You've got pictures and pictures and pictures, true life of all the homes that were grazed. And what did you say, Kent is how many miles under the ocean? How many?
Kent, the village of Kent is 87 feet underwater. The village of Richmond is about 57 feet underwater, and the village of Ashland is 37 feet underwater.
What about Rockland, where your mom was?
There's my mom and my daughter.
Oh my gosh!
That's 90 years later
Oh.
on the same rock, which of course is her granddaughter.
Now your daughter was older than your mom in that picture.
Yeah.
So Rockland is how far underwater? Rockland?
Part of Rockland is probably about 30 feet underwater. My mom's village, my mom's farm, like I said, it was up on high land. It didn't get flooded.
How did your father take this when that happened? Not your father, your grandfather.
He had passed away.
So your grandmother was.
Yeah, he
your
died
mom
at
was
42.
alone.
Yeah, my grandmother was by herself with the kids.
How many of you were there?
How many of them?
Yeah.
My mom and 3 brothers.
3 brothers.
Yeah.
So, my gosh, how did they fend for them? What did they do? Where did they move to?
Well, when they finally, they were, what happened was when they made the announcement, different people did different things. Some said, we're out of here. They rented the place, they just left,
Yeah.
right? Excuse me. And some hung right into the very end. My mom's family didn't leave until 1924.
Whoa, a year before the end.
Yeah. But what they finally did was they moved down below the dam. There's a little village called Hope. That's where I live.
That's where you live now.
Yep, that's where they moved. And the funny thing is, I own the 16 acres right behind the house that they moved to.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you plan that?
No.
It just happened.
No. I used to play in Keenan's pasture, and I always told my mom, I'm going to buy Keenan's pasture someday.
Do it.
I did. And
So you're close to where she moved to.
Absolutely.
Did you grow up? Okay, I'm trying to picture. So she
I
grew
spent
up,
my whole life in Hope.
So you spent your whole life there.
Yeah.
And how many brothers and sisters?
One brother passed away a few years ago.
And you both grew up there.
Yep.
Now
And
that's in central Rhode Island, but that's not off of, what is that main route? 95 that goes down there? I used to take it from the Cape down to Connecticut, and I'd go through.
well, yeah, 95 goes down there, but that's way down the other end of the state.
Hope. I went through something I thought called
Oh, you went through Hope Valley.
Hope Valley.
Totally different place.
Okay, yeah. I think you told me that before.
Yeah,
Rhode Island is bigger than you think it is.
it is.
It's more complicated. It's more little towns and burgs and this type of thing. Do you think that you're getting the word out enough on this tour?
I can always use more angles.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And again, I'll say the very same thing I did the last time. If any of your viewers call and want to book the tour and mention that you saw me on Be My Guest with Jan, I will give you $3 off the ticket.
And again, how can they reach you?
They can call 401-821-0016. You can go on my website, www.ray.wolf, W-O-L-F, books, BOOKS.com. And you can email me at THEEWOLF@cox.net.
I always get a kick out of The Wolf.
Well, I
Wolf.
wanted The Wolf,
Yeah.
but it was taken.
It was? Well, The Wolf.
Somebody
sounds-
already had The Wolf.
It sounds like Shakespeare.
Well,
Wolf.
The Wolf sounds more biblical.
What was Beowulf? That's a classic. Beowulf? That was
Sounds familiar, yeah.
Yeah, it's a, now, are you working full time still, Ray?
No, I retired back in 2010.
Okay, so you can dedicate.
All I do is books now.
Okay, so you can dedicate. Now, do you do book signings, going places?
Oh,
talk,
yes.
Presentations? Where have you been
Presentations all over the place. As a matter of fact, I had a lady call me that has booked my tour for Sunday, and she said, do you do presentations? She called me up, and I said, yes, I do. She said, well, I belong to the Benevolent Church in Providence on White Boston Street, and they have a group there that meets next Thursday. And would you be available to speak? And I said, let me see. So I checked my schedule. I said, yeah, I am free that day. So I'm going to be speaking there. I'll put on a presentation. I do a 60-minute PowerPoint presentation.
You have the whole thing, the PowerPoint, the projector and everything?
Yes.
You know, Way Bossett.
I'm
is
self-contained.
That, yes. Is that up near Brown?
A what?
RISD, Way Bossett Street. That's up that area. Nice
Yeah,
area.
it's right downtown. Right.
Because I used to live in Providence.
Yeah,
and these
Rizzi's up
days-
on the hill.
Yeah.
This is down by PPAC,
Now, what is
for Providence Performing Arts.
That wasn't there. I don't think. I was there in the late 80s. Lived in Providence for a while. And I remember how nice it was and historic going up into that section on the hill.
Yeah, the east side.
Oh, that was really something.
Yeah.
I went to church with a friend up there, and I was amazed at how it's collegiate and it's antique and it's
Yeah,
quaint.
that's right back in the late 1700s, early 1800s.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yet it's funky too. If you're an art major and this type of thing, oh wow! What is Scituate like? I mean, not Scituate, but what's that area like now? Now that all that happened, I mean, all I'm picturing is a ton of water coming down.
Well, Scituate wouldn't be what it is today. It's very picturesque. A lot of people on a Sunday afternoon just take a ride around the reservoir. It's so beautiful. But there are plats here and there. There are no gas stations in Scituate. There are no drive-through anything, McDonald's or anything like that.
They have to go to where? Hope for that?
Johnston, Cranston.
Johnston, isn't that?
Johnston's right on the line.
That's not too far from Providence, am I right?
Correct.
I think I've got a general idea of where you are now. If I had stayed on,
I should have brought a map.
I think I used to go to a shop down in Johnston. I'd go down this one road. Is it 4, 6? I don't know what it is. I go into Johnston. So you're just down there
Bring
past.
a map the next time. We'll put it up here, and I can show you exactly where things are.
Oh my God! Well, you knew Dad. You could take a trip in the John anywhere. He'd keep maps right there. I could take a map across. Cause that's how I learned. Not so much, in other ways or GPS, but I could literally just map my way.
Well, yeah, having worked for AAA, I'm quite familiar with maps. But on here,
And what is that, Gasman? Your cell phone?
Siri, route me to 20 Church Street, Upton, Massachusetts, please.
Who's Siri? Your girlfriend on there?
Yeah, I love Siri. She'll,
Who is it? Is it a voice in there, or what is it?
yeah, and she
Robot.
does everything. Yeah, it's amazing. I don't think.
I'm really sorry about this, but I can't take any requests right now. Please try again in a little while.
Why? Why would it say
I don't know.
It doesn't exist.
But she's great. She routes me anywhere I want to go.
Obviously not.
Well, she does.
What is that
pretty
called?
well.
What is that your cell phone?
Yeah, it's just my cell phone.
Try it again. So that'd be good.
Siri, route me to 20 Church Street, Upton, Massachusetts, please.
That's where we film our program.
Well, she may not. She may say you're already there.
Well, that could be it.
That
She's
could
smart.
be.
She had her eggs this morning.
That could very well be it.
She took her meds. Come on, phone. Talk.
I'm really sorry about this, but I can't take any requests right now. Please try again in a little while.
Doesn't like you.
No, I'll tell you what.
It's because you're here?
I think so.
You got to find that out. So what happens if you're trying to travel?
Siri, route me to 49 Harrington Avenue in Hope, Rhode Island.
You better hope she can do this.
Maybe it's the building.
Oh, it could be. We're waiting to see if his
Could be,
cat.
this is not a good reception area.
We'll see.
Well, I'm getting her.
Okay, is it coming? Is she coming
I'm
up?
really sorry about this. but
Are
I
you
can't take any
serious?
requests right now.
That's where
No.
you
Please
live.
try again in a little while.
No, she must be out of commission for a bit.
Maybe it is the building.
It
I
could
think
be.
it's her. I think she's.
Yeah, I think she's taking a nap.
Well, do you use that at all? Well, you don't need it during the tours that you do, right?
No.
Okay, but it wouldn't be a good idea
No.
if you need to get back or so.
In fact, this particular time, I requested the same bus driver that I had on my last tour last October.
Yeah.
He really did a great job. And once I take him around once, he knows where to slow down,
He knew.
where to stop, And,
I love this picture of you. You got Ray here with the old headset on.
Yep.
There's your bus driver.
Yep,
You like doing this, don't you?
I love it.
Is it the salesman in you?
More than likely.
Well, my gosh, Dad.
Well, I love
that.
teaching people things. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a teacher.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, that never happened. But I kind of turned out to be a teacher because I used to be the sales supervisor at AAA, and I used to
Yeah.
train people and what have you, put on seminars and whatever. But there's so many people that do not know that all these villages are under the reservoir.
Underwater.
Yep. And it's just amazing, and I love teaching them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it sounds like the next 100 years of your life, you've already started that. So you're ready for this, right?
Oh, yeah.
We just got to get you out there more. This
Yeah.
is New England. I mean, this isn't just,
Yeah.
people from other towns are going to be interested in this too.
Yep.
I don't know of any other area around here that's underwater. Maybe I just don't know my history like this is. I've never heard of anything like that happen. Can you imagine bringing that to a town council now? Or you're going under the drink.
Well, that's the thing. They brought it to the people, like I said, twice, and the people downed it,
They did, yeah.
So they had to, go around the back door and pass a law. And
Could that happen now?
Do it.
Would that be allowed? I mean, could they do that nowadays? I don't think
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
Glenn
would
is
think
nodding
so.
yes, okay.
Yeah, like building an airport. We're taking all your houses. We're putting an airport in here.
Okay, but they got to pay people for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You have to.
Yes. Yeah.
Not enough.
Nobody thought they got paid what they should have. But the point is, they didn't want to sell in the first place.
I'm with Ray Wolf, and he is a speaker, a tour guide, an author, and also an author. And he is from Hope, Rhode Island, but he talks about the village of Scituate that basically went underwater because they wanted a dam. And many people living there were absolutely destroyed by this. There were suicides. I mean, picture our own towns. You're losing your town. Bye. And we're going under the dam. And he also leads a fantastic tour. And what is your tour called? Do you have a specific name?
Lost Village Bus Tour.
Lost Village Bus Tour. And he's got a picture of the bus.
The
and
Lost
that's-
Villages Tour.
That's not the bus you have now, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And it fits how many people?
30.
Okay, 30 people.
Yep, and I do a 10 o'clock, a 12 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, and this time they filled up. I put it on a 4 o'clock, and that filled up too.
Gee. Okay, one more time. How can people get a hold of you?
Easiest thing, call 401-821-0016.
Okay, and your email.
Email is T as in Thomas, H as in Helen, E, Edward, WOLF at cox.net.
Now, you're going to come back again and tell us how this is progressing, right? Are you going to do it in the winter, or are you going to skip the winter and go into the...
Skip the summer. And,
You're going to skip the summer?
yeah.
I don't think people would be looking.
No, all the leaves are on. You can't see the foundations.
Oh, I never thought of that. And you got to skip the winter, too, right?
Yeah,
Because of all the snow.
yeah,
So you only have a window of spring and fall.
yeah.
That's interesting. Thanks, Ray, for coming on.
Well, thank you very much
You'll
for
be
having
back.
me again.
We'll see you next
Okay.
Run, river, run. Run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.